Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today in a rather late episode of Animal Crossing. I was busy this afternoon and evening, so I didn't really get that much time. And obviously, as you can probably tell, the thumbnail art is not happening this episode. This episode is also not happening next episode. So I'm going to guess probably on the weekend is when I'm going to finally be able to finish it off. You might be like, how finishes it? The background base colours are done, and I'm working on the details now for a background. Still haven't started shading it or that sort of thing, but shading should be relatively quick with this one because it's like subtraction based shading rather than addition based shading. But anyway, good evening everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 11 p.m. on Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. Or it might not be, I don't know. Part of me is starting to worry about it's because it's so much time has passed, I suppose, since the thumbnail art should have been uploaded. It's sort of just like a hyping up thing when really it's not much to hype up to. I mean, yeah, it's cool, but it's not like it's no grand reveal or anything. It's just sort of just like another thumbnail art in this case. So all I'm saying is temper your expectations and all that stuff. I'm not intentionally hyping up. I've just been busy, unfortunately. And as I said before, once deadlines pass, it's sort of just like, the deadline's passed now. Like, what am I going to do now? It's not like I can't be later it's not like I can't miss a deadline twice. It's already gone, I suppose. But yeah, we're neither here nor there about it. We're here to vibe. We're here to have a good time, and I'm here to think about what to talk about. Apparently, one thing I saw was Lackadaisy has like a pilot episode. I didn't even know there was a cartoon being made about it. Like, what I think I did kind of, but also didn't kind of. You might be like, what's Lackadaisy? I don't really know much about it except for it's like, I think it's a comic which takes place in like roaring 20s of America, and everyone's anthropomorphic cats and that sort of thing. Where they all have very cool designs, from what I recalled. But yeah, I think I might have saw a passing comment about like an animated thing being made for it, because I didn't mean to wear this, because an artist I follow is one of the people who was working on it as well or something, and then now it's actually been made, like there's an actual pilot, and I was like, whoa, that's weird. Not weird, just being like, I didn't realise that was like even a thing. I mean, I did realise it was a thing. You ever think about that? You realise you don't know, you do realise something you didn't know is something you actually did know. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's not a great topic for conversation either. So, what else can we talk about today? What was the last thing I talked about on holiday? I suppose this is where I go back to my photo album, my holiday pictures. Everybody take a holiday picture, just to see exactly what I was talking about recently, so when I can continue on from the conversation. I think it's funicular was the last thing I talked about. Yes, I can talk about actually there's a few things I could talk about here. I'm not really sure. Furniture stores? Because for whatever reason we went, not for whatever reason, we went to a Muji store in Spain, still in Barcelona by the way. But mainly I'd say it's because one of my friends really likes Muji products and that sort of thing, and I think he even bought a few things. I don't really know. If you don't know what Muji is, even I don't really know what Muji is. Muji just kind of seem like they do everything. Is that I see? They're just like, they're a Japanese brand. They do a lot of stationery, and they do a lot of like homeware sort of things, like furniture and like shelves, and more furniture. I guess shelves are furniture now I think about it, but things relating to household items. And I don't know, it was just a pretty big store that we went to which sold a load of Muji stuff, and yeah, but it was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. How would I describe Muji's aesthetic? It's sort of like, I'm not sure if I'd quite say minimalist, but I guess it is quite minimalist, but not in like an artsy way. It's like minimalist in a very sort of practical way. Is perhaps how I would describe Muji. It's like there's nothing more to it that you need than what you get, but it's still done in a very simple way. That's probably how I describe Muji. and a lot of their products are just like good. Like I have some Muji drawers. I think Muji drawers, but like white like plastic ones or whatever. And, they're very good quality from what I can say. They haven't failed me yet. But after even how many years it's been of them like sliding in and out and that sort of thing. I mean, to be fair, it's not like I use those drawers actually very often. But the best thing about these drawers is they're not like a huge chest of drawers. I actually do have quite a big chest of drawers next to my desk here. But the problem with this is once you fill this up, this is massive, this is huge, this is heavy, and it's a real pain to move around, even though it's got wheels at the bottom. But those Muji drawers are completely detachable. They're not really drawers. They're not like a big chest of drawers or anything. They're just like a load of separate boxes with like a drawer component to them. I actually have, now I think about it, there's one under my desk which I keep all my electronic stuff in. Things like my 3DS I think are in there, and etc, etc. Which is not sort of strange to think about, but funny to think about is perhaps how I'd put it. And it's the sort of thing where it's like, wow, you know. But they just make good quality things, probably. Are they like the Japanese version of IKEA? Maybe? I don't really know. But the first I heard about them was from my friend who likes their stationery. Because when I went to Japan with another one, a friend of mine, I think I asked all my friends, is there anything they wanted from Japan? Because like this is the best time I was supposed to get it. I'm going to be like directly there. And he was the only one who actually directly asked for anything. He was like, please just get me a load of random stuff from Muji. I actually forgot about that on the first trip to Japan, and I got a load of very like specific presents for each of my friends, I suppose, while I was there. Well, I shouldn't say they were all specific. Some were just kind of general, just cool things, but like cool things we saw in Japan to give to them. Like one of them, like she likes Fire Emblem a lot, so I just got. So I remember specifically trying to find like a card store that sold like Fire Emblem cards and like Fire Emblem like merchandise sort of things, and I got her like a load of like Fire Emblem like normal cards, and there were like these illustration books or something as well. I don't really remember. I cannot remember what her favourite Fire Emblem was. I think it was Awakening, but I wasn't sure, and I don't even know what it was called in Japanese, so that made it quite difficult, but that was a fun time. And then another friend I got, I don't know, I'm recounting this in like furniture stores, but but whatever. Holiday shopping, maybe that's what this episode will be called. And another friend, I bought a bento box. And it's a bento box, you know, and so it's very, very nice. It's got cool compartments and that sort of thing. And then it also had the design of, I can't remember, but it's basically this Japanese meme where it's a face made out of letters, is perhaps how I describe it. It's called like something mono. Let's see. Japanese face made out of letters, because every single like component of the face. Oh, here we go. Heno heno moheji. That's it. Because hair kind of looks like eyebrows. No, kind of looks like eyes. Heno heno makes the eyes. Mo kind of looks like a nose. Hair kind of looks like a sort of mouth going like grimacing. And then G kind of like rounds off the shape of a face. So I had one of those. I didn't even clock this. This is Star Fragment Island. So I bought one of those for another friend. That friend, well, he was on holiday with me. That friend, what did I get for that friend? I got an Isabel Nendroid, and we got a pug backpack for him because he really likes pugs, and it is Isabel because he likes Animal Crossing too. Well, he liked Animal Crossing too. It's very cute. I wish I got one for myself, to be honest, because it's actually probably the cutest gift. We also need to customize our shovel. I think it's probably just about to break. Another friend, well, that friend, we got the stationery for him because that's what he asked for. Another friend, I remember being like, I didn't really know what to get him, so we just got him some cool stuff. We got him some like Japanese themed, I think it was like notepads, notes and some stuff like that. And then we got him like some Japanese based coffee, and I was like, I didn't even know Japan made coffee or something. I think it was like cat coffee or something, which is like the weirdest thing. Anyway, he said it was pretty good. So I don't know. Another one of my friends, we got I think we got like light sticks. Not like the reusable ones, not the non-reusable ones. Like one of them was from like a robot restaurant. One of them was just like another one I bought because they're very popular, obviously, in like concerts and things in Japan. What else did we get? Another one of my friends, I got like a Disney thing. No, I got Final Fantasy Chocobo playing cards. I remember that, and I got a Rainbow Goofy T-shirt. Did I get something else? I think I got something else, but I don't know what. I remember it was a Nightmare Before Christmas, like Disney like puzzle thing, which, to be honest, it's not really that particularly to Japan. I just sort of saw it, like we were in like a Don Quixote or something, and it just had a load of items, and I was like, hey, that's a pretty cool one. He likes Nightmare Before Christmas, get that for him. Is there anyone else I missed off? I think that was all the presents I got. Anyway, I spent a long time like looking for these presents and seeking them out and that sort of thing, so it was good, a lot of good fun, to be honest. Would I do it again? Yeah, I'd probably do it again. You know, friend groups certainly have changed, I suppose, a little bit. Oh yeah, there's another one. Actually, there was two more. I forgot 2 more gifts. It's just like the people who I got them for, I don't really speak too much anymore. So one of them was like a puzzle box. Like I forgot what they're called. Oh, I also forgot what meant to be wishing upon a star. Something Bako. Himitsu Bako? Is that what they're called? Like secret box? You see it in like Japanese puzzle boxes and that sort of thing. Oh man, I don't know if I told the story, but I got that puzzle box for a friend because he likes puzzles and that sort of things. He likes being like intellectually challenged, I suppose is how I describe him. He always likes a good challenge, and I was like, he'd love this because it'd be probably a little bit frustrating to get into, but also very satisfying at the same time. So I remember I was talking to the other friend who I was on holiday with about this sort of thing. And, you know, we went to a specific shop about, like, full of these puzzles and that sort of thing. I remember it, like, we had to walk, like, 20 or 30 minutes to get there. And I remember to drag my friend, being like, we have to, come on, let's go get this present. And then I spent a few times, I spent a little good while just sort of, like, looking around through all their puzzles, being like, oh, which one should I get? Which one looks like, the best one to buy, or, like, what's the best balance between easy and, like, not absurd. And I bought this one which had like 11 steps and you could put a little thing inside, and I remember the thing I put inside was a little Daruma doll, and I told him it was, you know, just like a Japanese thing. It's basically like what you're meant to do with those Daruma dolls is you set a goal and you colour like its left eye in, and then when you achieve that goal you're meant to like colour its right eye in or something like that. Anyway, it was kind of cute. Anyway, I gave it to him and he actually did it super quickly. I remember that. But also he was like the 12th person like who tried to open it, I think. Because I tried to open it the first time by myself, and it took me like a while, like 15 minutes or something, and I gave it to my friend. My friend took like quite a while as well, and then eventually he didn't turn up the first time when I was giving out all the presents, so, you know, I had to give it to him eventually later. And by then, like, you could actually kind of like just naturally feel like what you had to push on to actually open the box. Anyway, I gave that to him, and like however many years later, as I say, you know, I mentioned sometimes it's like we, you know, it's a group of 4 of us who basically do use like presents for each other, and one of the presents they got for me one year was like a Himitsu Bako, because he was like, I remember you like saying that you thought these were cool back in Japan, and I was like, yeah, I did. And I looked at it and I was like, this looks really similar to the exact one that I got for my other friend, for our friend, our mutual friend, like however many years ago. And he was just like, oh no. And I tried opening it and it was exactly the same solution, which I still remembered for whatever reason. And it's sitting there just like on my shelf. I don't know what's inside it now. I think it might just be a load of random like scrap pieces of and you know, I think it's raffle tickets, because the second time I went to Japan I bought a load of random cheap like stuff, because I was like, I don't have enough time this time to actually go properly like thinking and buying proper presents. So I just got like, I bought like 100 items that were like 100 yen or cheaper, and just like raffled them off. So that was good fun. Anyway, that's what I got for him. And for another one of my friends, I got an automaton, and he actually never picked it up because we just kind of stopped being friends before I saw him again. Which sounds a bit depressing, but it's not that depressing, you know, friends come and go. And plus, I've got the automaton now. But anyway, those are the presents I remember getting for friends. I hope I didn't miss a friend out at that point. But yeah, they're all my secondary school friends. So yeah, I don't know. I guess if I go to Japan again, I would get different presents for people. You know, friend circles, again, have changed. Might be quite difficult in the same degree, but, you know, now I'm also, I guess I've got more money rather than being a poor university student to actually play around with, so I can get kind of cooler gifts and that sort of thing. I don't know, like, gift shopping is a really fun thing to do, I suppose. Well, okay, I should say, gift shopping is a fun thing to do if you have a vague idea of a thing you're getting, or you know that you'll be able to find something which you think they'll like. Gift shopping is not fun when you have no idea about the person you're buying gifts for, or what you're doing. Secret Santas work very well if you're friends with everyone in the group, or you know everyone in the group very well. Not so great if you get someone who you don't know at all, and you're just like, I don't really know what to get you. Like, I could get you a generic gift, but that's not very, like, in the spirit of Secret Santa. Or, like, getting someone a personal gift is kind of always better. But it's like, I also don't know you very well. I don't want to get you a personal gift which you don't, like, want or don't like. So I was like, alright, generic gift it is. Which is a bit of a shame, but so be it. Anyway, yeah, but those are all the Japanese gifts I remember. Anyway, this time, trip in Spain, I don't actually buy many presents, even for myself. Like, I bought some, like, consumable things. I was going to say edible things, but I was like, that's not perhaps a way I want to describe it. I bought some consumable items for my family. We bought some, like, it was at the store I bought, like, some, like, I think they're, like, marzipan and nougat sort of thing. Is that how you say that word? This entire time, I think think I'm going to say it is nougat, but I don't know if I say it correctly.
Nougat.
Yeah, nougat. Maybe that's the American way to say it. What's the British way to say it, Ben?
Nougat.
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 Nougat is a US way. Okay, apparently. Nougat. Yeah, I got some like marzipan and nougat, like seed and nuts, like snack things. And they were quite good. You know, I haven't quite finished all of them. My favourite one's definitely like the marzipan one. And what else I got? I got some plushies for myself. I got a lion, and I got a thing from the Gaudi Park. Like, is that all I got for myself? I don't really buy much now I think about it. Yeah, I guess not. I guess it was mostly experiences we had rather than like... And I'm not really someone to buy myself things all that often, I suppose. So I'm sure that sort of contributes. I think we probably wished on about 20 stars there. I'm not really that sort of person to buy stuff for myself. Because a lot of the time, I'm just like, oh, that's cool, let's buy this. And then I think about it for like for a few minutes, and then I'm like, I don't really need that. Even if it is cool. But to be fair, when I was in Japan, I was just buying stuff all the time. But maybe that's because things in Japan kind of fit my aesthetic a bit more than things in Spain necessarily did. Or maybe it's because I was spent so long in Japan. A lot of the times we just like went shopping anyway. while in Spain, it was quite a whistle-stop store, whistle-stop tour of a load of different places. So it was very, didn't have as much time as you might like. What is this photo of me? Very funny photo. Do. Oh my god, there's so many stories left on this holiday to talk about. So anyway, yeah, we went to Muji. My friend bought, I remember, it's a non-waterproof toiletries bag. And if you were like me, when you first heard that, you would be like, what? What is that? Why would you buy that? Now, it's not what you're picturing necessarily. No, it's not what I thought he meant. It was like a non-waterproof toiletries bag. I thought it was like, it's not waterproof, so it's going to get soaked in water and like just break apart. It's like useless in water. And I was like, why would you buy that for a toiletries bag or shower bag even? Turns out what it actually means is, by non-waterproof, it means it's more like water. It doesn't like hold water like at all. It's like, I'm going to be honest, I'm more tempted to call it like water resistance, but it's not like resistance. It's not like those spray cans you use where just like water like just washes off the thing, like it doesn't even touch it. It's just like, it's basically like a mesh bag or something, so the water just sort of like drains through and it dries super quickly. So that's that's what he thought, and I was like, that makes a lot more sense. He was very outraged that I didn't understand what, okay, not outraged, comically outraged, that I didn't understand what on earth a non-waterproof shower bag entailed. Even then, I feel like there must be a better description for it. Anyway, I think he bought something else as well, but I don't really remember. Anyway, so Muji has a lot of good stationery and stuff, and it's got a lot of good like furniture items, to be perfectly honest as well. And one of the photos here is like there was a section where you could get like a load of like ink stamps or whatever, and you could practice using them on like these notepads. It was like, oh, you could, what it basically was, you were meant to bring like notepads you wanted to like purchase to that place. I mean, you can use the stamps to decorate your and personalize your notepad however you want, but then we just made like a weird person using like the things in the notepad. It's very cursed, I would say. This is like the most cursed thing I've seen. I got some random videos in Muji, but I'm obviously not going to play them because then you'll hear me and my friends. I'm not deigning to take away that privacy from them. I don't know, Muji's just like got cool stores. That's all I can really say, It's cool. Muji. Is it a Japanese brand? It must be a Japanese brand, right? Philosophy design is minimalist. Maybe that's why I like it so much, because I quite like minimalist stylings, but I also quite like artistic stylings as well, so I don't really know. I like a lot of things, I guess. Anyway, it's Japanese, unsurprisingly. Placing an emphasis on recycling, reducing production and package wasting, no logo and no brand policy. There you go. And Muji, thumbs up. Get a Dear Darling seal of approval. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this episode off here, so if you haven't been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares greatly appreciated. Twitter, Discord down below. Hope you see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now. Still no thumbnail art. I don't know what I'm going to do for thumbnail art today. At least, I've at least been trying to make it like somewhat amusing, so hope you've been enjoying that.